Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. Thank you for joining me today, and I wanted to share today what would be on my February 2025 tray. The first one is Zenobia, and it is by Nouveau. I've spoken about this, and I know you've heard a lot about it, but this is a perfect fall, winter, spring scent. It's unisex. It has black currant in the opening with orange blossom. I love the note of black currant. Madagascar vanilla, Syrian royal jasmine in the middle, along with Turkish rose. The base has amber, saffron, leather, and Moroccan cedarwood and oud. That's a whole lot of notes, but this is so perfectly blended. This leans, it is unisex, but it does lean a bit feminine to me. Let me show you the spray. Quite diffusive. One of the best sprayers, automizers. And that is the bottle. She looks regal and dressed up with some place to go. This is fruity, sweet, thick, and that's just the type of aura it has around it. Just that thick, fruity, sweet feel. That is not commonplace. She's not ordinary, and I don't find too many that are just like this one. It will stay with you all day. And it has that base of amber, leather, cedarwood, and oud, and they do not evaporate quickly. And it can last on clothes several days. This is a high quality fragrance from Nouveau, as all of those are. And I did a house review, and I've also done some reviews on fragrances such as Opulenta Oud, which is a beautiful oud that is very likable and very smooth, and I didn't think I would learn to love an oud as much as I do that one. But the quality is in all of their fragrances. It has distinctive formula that is well blended, and the longer it sits in my collection, the better it gets. Nouveau has a great website with excellent customer service, and does not have your ordinary fragrances. Visit their website, and I'll have a link below. I am not an affiliate with them. I do not make any money. However, I am just convinced that their products are so well crafted and just beautiful and offer you something a little bit different. What I also like is that you can go online. You can order a sampler set, which comes nicely displayed, and I believe it has all of their scents in 2 ml decants in a box. And then also you can order a 10 ml travel size, which is great, with a 10 ml travel sprays also being available, as well as their 100 ml full-sized bottles. And they are beautifully crafted. I would say if you can order the sampler set, that'd be great. And this is one, Zenobia, that I'll be wearing during the month of February. The next fragrance on my tray is by Mind Games, and this is French Defense. One that will be on my tray for the month of February is one that I find absolutely wonderful. I got this a couple of months ago. This has an opening of cherry, violet leaves, and chamomile. That's kind of unusual. Beautiful. It settles into an ambery, woody base, perfect for fall and winter. This is unisex. And the cherry in here is not medicinal cough syrup like on my skin. In fact, it is the way cherry should be to me. And on my skin, it is truly a cherry fragrance that is beautiful. This is just one of the cherry fragrances that I find so attractive. And I do also enjoy Gritty's Duchessa as well, which is intriguing. This is not super gourmand, which sometimes I'm not in the mood for a super gourmand. But it does have a great performance. It's not super gourmand, and it doesn't have a beastly performance like Bodacious. But this is one that I absolutely adore. It's a moderate performer, and you can see the spray, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. On me, it will last about 6 hours. I'm sure others may find this longer lasting on them. And it may be longer lasting on me, but I reach the point where maybe I can't smell the fragrance. Now, I have no problem with carrying a huge purse and putting a bottle of perfume in it to spray midday. I'm not saying you have to do that with French Defense, but Sometimes I just love to refresh that scent because I love the smell of it. This is Mind Games French Defense. Absolutely beautiful and an easy to love cherry. As I mentioned, not medicinal, which was very important to me. The next fragrance on my February tray is one that is very popular. It is by Xerjoff and it's called Bouquet Idylle. And it is an oriental, woody, unisex fragrance, but I think it has a feminine lean to it. It's a fall-winter scent, and what I love about it, you can see the dent, just how much I love it. And this one is beautiful. I have to spray it. I love that it opens with a cinnamon and nutmeg. Absolutely beautiful. It just leaps up and greets you when you spray it. The very heart of this fragrance is woody with sandalwood, Virginia cedar, and papyrus. That lends that interesting woody note. Woody notes are some of my favorites, and to me appeal all year, and maybe they would to you too. But with the spice in here, I think it is more cooler weather or cold weather appropriate in my opinion. Finally, this leads to that base that is vanilla, coumarin, tobacco blossom, French labdanum, and musk, which are the notes that provide the power that will last all day. Bouquet Idylle reminds me of a classy, thick, warm black wool coat that is always perfect. To me, this fragrance is that extra layer that is always welcome when the weather gets a little cooler. This has a moderate sillage on me. For me, that would be 6 hours. I do spray midday. As I mentioned, I just always do that. But this just wraps you in that warm hug, and I think it is very hard to dislike this fragrance. And Xerjoff has a wonderful way to order samples on their website. I would encourage you to go online and look at their discovery sets, and you can actually pick 4 samples that are each labeled. You choose the samples that go in that box, and they send it to you quickly. And then from there, you really get a chance to sample it, and you know those are the authentic samples straight from Xerjoff. Wonderful, wonderful way to sample. This is a beautiful fragrance. I hope you'll get your nose on it, go to Xerjoff, and try them out. The next fragrance is Bond No. 9, and this is On Broadway. Beautiful bottle. I didn't like these in the beginning either, and kind of didn't want to order too many from them because I found their bottles just to be a little strange looking. But when you hold it in your hand, you do begin to realize it fits quite nicely. Oh, this is lovely. I've waited for a while to order this one, and when I did order it, I chose a tester because it was less expensive. This is an all-year fragrance, except maybe in the high heat of summer. It's unisex, and it is an oriental, floral, fruity type of scent. I find this to be energizing with grapefruit blossom, and black curtain. In the middle, you have lily, osmanthus, and nutmeg, so it's got that little spice in there. And the base of it, I can't stop smelling it. I absolutely love this, and I waited so long to get it. To me, it was a long time. Base of musk, patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. That's something I love with that sandalwood, and I do like patchouli and vetiver. But it's not a strong vetiver. Even if you're not fond of vetiver, you might find you like this. If you're not a fan of patchouli, it's so well blended. You may also find you like this. This has a 6-hour, 7-hour lasting power on me with a fairly good projection. I've had compliments from people who come into my office. The person could not identify the notes but said it smells nice, real nice. That was after 6 hours when I could no longer smell it. I think the magic for this fragrance is when the dry down happens. It becomes more soothing, more warm, musky, but not too musky. It's comforting to me. Since this has been out for several years, this can be found during sales on Max Aroma, Joma Shop, Fragrance Net at approximately $150, and this is the larger bottle, the 100 ml, for $150 to $175. This is a tester, so I paid a little less than that, so I would say keep your eye on it. Many designer fragrances are in the range of the $150 to $175, and I think Bond No. 9 can give us some real gems at the same price for maybe a scent that doesn't last as long. So you may want to give this one a try. This one is Bond No. 9 on Broadway. The next fragrance on my tray is by one of my favorite houses, which is Guerlain. I did a video on Guerlain before. This one is Guerlain Idylle. This is actually my second bottle of this fragrance, and I think that this is best for spring and summer. Beautiful atomizer. I love this fragrance. This is in their La Legendaire collection, so it is less expensive. When I don't want to think about what to wear for work for the day, or I'm just going to do errands, I will often choose this one. The floral top and middle notes have lily, peony, freesia, jasmine, and a base of white musk and patchouli. Guerlain offers their more exclusive line, and if you're familiar with the Legionnaires collection, then I would say give them a try. I know if I want something that could fit when I'm in my most feminine mood, then I'll go to Guerlain. They have some of the best feminine fragrances, and you don't have to break the bank to get them. You can find them at discounters. I have a video on Guerlain Greats, and they have such affordable quality fragrances that aren't in their art material line, which are great too. But this one was actually offered on Max Aroma for $63 a few weeks back. There are many times I don't want a unisex fragrance. I think that there are so many unisex fragrances available on the market, but when I want a feminine fragrance, I will often go to Guerlain. I often go to their La Legendaires collection and choose something from that collection. They're absolutely gorgeous fragrances, and they do have the quality many of us seek and a nice performance. Some of them may wear a little lighter on you, but they're absolutely beautiful fragrances. I would say give that line a try. The next fragrance is by a house that's fairly new to me, and I love this. It is by Plume Impressions, and it is called Art Nouveau. I ordered this bottle from So Avant-Garde recently during a sale when they were offering 30% off. I think it was AI the Great who may have been having a sale. And it's beautiful. And if you used her code, you could get 30% off. And right now they have 25% off as I'm filming this. And they've had that for a while. And they also have 40% off at times on selected items. So Avant-Garde had sales during the year that makes niche fragrances much more accessible to purchase. I've tried several samples from Plume Impressions, and this is actually my third purchase from the house. Art Nouveau is a great end of winter, spring, summer scent, and it bridges that gap also from summer to fall. It's a unisex fragrance with top notes of osmanthus, magnolia, peony, cissus, and champagne. Middle notes are rose, osmanthus, jasmine, and peach. Base notes, vetiver, patchouli, sandalwood, white musk, and amber. White floral bouquet is it's just such a romantic, elegant combination. It has been around since the 1910s, the white floral bouquet in fragrances. Art Nouveau is attractive with that sparkling champagne note, fruity peach without being too sharp, and it smells authentic. It does not smell like artificial peach, and it adds that fruitness in just the right amount for what I think is a very celebratory type of fragrance. Perfectly appropriate from weddings to special occasions or any day you just feel like a celebration. I find this lifts my mood, and my mood is usually pretty buoyant by nature, and no assistance is needed. But this one just lifts it even higher. It's a creamy base with a light white musk. It's a clean patchouli in here, with a resinous amber, silky smooth sandalwood, and the grounding of vetiver. That's what's going to be on my tray for the month of February 2025. I may, throughout the month, these are only 6 fragrances, so throughout the month I'll have samples coming in, and I'll have things coming in from Scentbird and Scent Box, which are wonderful subscription services, and one subscription service that I have just discovered, and I think I ordered it because I like the name. It's Luxe, just like my last name, and I absolutely have loved the opportunity to try these as well. They offer some fragrance available that I didn't see on Scentbox or Scentbird, which are great subscription services in my opinion. And it really helps me to determine if I want to go full bottle or not. Great way to try them. And I'll be sharing those experiences from Scentbird, Scentbox, and now Luxe Scentbox. They're a great way to sample and see if you like something. Plus, it may provide you with all you need of that fragrance for the time you want it. Thank you for joining me so much on Luxe to O. I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video, my fragrance friends. Please like this video and share and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.